Hey everyone, it's Jamie from IndependenceStNola and Seasons of Ritual, and I'm here with my good friend, the Crimson Cadaverous, and we're on the stoop.
Hello, out on the stoop,
In
New Orleans, on location.
On location. For this, we're coming out of this Sagittarius full moon.
Yes.
Which I'm not going to say was a shit show.
No, it was just very electric.
It was. And it was good to have that message come in. If you guys, shameless plug, didn't see my full moon reading, it's up on the website, up on my YouTube channel. But it was that good information to come in about getting grounded.
Yes.
So make sure you guys get really grounded. So we're going to start the week. Is this the first full week of June?
I think yes. Yeah,
Okay.
This would be the first full week.
Okay, so here we go. For the first full week of June, on Monday, the moon will still be in Sagittarius, but then it will move into Capricorn.
Yes. So we're actually starting the week off kind of a different tone than what we ended the week with.
Yeah.
You know, that Sagittarius moon is very fiery, very passionate.
Yes.
Very adventurous, and the Capricorn moon is a lot more grounded, wants to get back to work.
Task.
Yes.
Yes.
Like make those to-do lists and get things done.
Yes.
Which I think is good because it's like we need a little, pop of energy, but now it's like, all right, we got to do something with it.
Yeah, I really feel like we're going to use that Capricorn moon energy really because of all the information that came in through the Sagittarius full moon, and Capricorn's an earth sign, so it goes back into that idea of grounding.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to talk about Venus will enter Leo that day?
So Venus got a lot going on Monday, entering the lovely sign of Leo. So I always like Venus and Leo because Venus talks of self-worth and matters of the heart.
Yes.
And so does Leo.
Yes.
So the courage to honor ourselves above all else.
Yes, and I know I'm like beating this over the head, but also Venus is earth and Leo is fire.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we're
Yes.
still in this fire earth story. It's
Yes.
still going. Also, isn't Mars still in Leo?
Yes. So the divine feminine, the divine masculine,
The lovers.
they're both going to be in Leo
That's
for
great.
a little while. They actually never form an exact conjunction at this point.
Okay.
They get really close. Venus is actually going to stay in Leo for a while because she's going to retrograde
Okay.
towards the end of July.
Okay, and Mars just keeps going.
Yes. And
Okay.
isn't that interesting because that's what Mars did at the end of last year. Was basically stay for a very long time in Gemini.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're doing this thing.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuesday the moon will be in Capricorn.
Yes. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say. Venus entering Leo.
Yes.
Right afterwards forms an opposition with Pluto.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So Venus and Leo will be opposite Pluto, who's still in Aquarius, but
Yes.
about to move back into Capricorn.
Yes, by
Okay.
the end of the week. But
Okay.
yeah, I think that's really interesting because again, we've got we're kind of opening up this creative energy with Venus and Leo, but then we've got the excavation with the opposition with Pluto, just kind of pulling up old emotional things, making
Yeah.
us transmute them into something beautiful.
Yeah.
I definitely see that as transmuting emotional wounds into something beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely see why this is going to be a big month energetically.
Yes, exactly. And
Yes.
it's starts off with Venus opposite Pluto.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, Tuesday now. Moon's still in Capricorn.
Yes.
It's doing a lot here. It's trining Uranus, Mercury, and Vesta.
Yes.
Who are all in Taurus.
Yes.
And then it's also trining Ceres. I always say Ceres. That's not right.
Ceres.
Ceres in Virgo. Thank you.
Yes. So some very grounded earth energy that we see trining here. It's actually kind of like a loose grand earth trine. So that's a very harmonious flow of that grounded earth energy.
Yeah.
But we're still seeing a little bit of shaking things up with the square to Chiron and Eris, who Eris always wants us to kind of disrupt the things that aren't
Keep
right
shaking
for us.
it. Yeah.
And Chiron is always helping us heal up our wounds.
I feel like it's going to be actually really helpful. I feel like it's going to be a big relief.
Yes, I think so too.
Okay, so because too it's sextiling Neptune and Pisces.
Yes.
So that's going to I just feel like it's going to be a relief. Like
yes.
it's
letting things flow.
Right, but it's also like a reality check in a good way. Like I don't have to keep doing this shit. Thank God. I didn't really
Exactly.
want to keep doing it anyway.
Exactly.
Okay, so Wednesday the moon And Capricorn will move into Aquarius.
Yes.
And this is a big day, huh?
Yep. So we're revisiting that energy that we've had for the last few weeks of the fixed grand cross.
Okay.
And so the moon's getting involved in that.
Okay.
So this time the moon's going to be in Aquarius, where Pluto is. So as soon as the moon moves into Aquarius, we have a conjunction with Pluto.
Okay, that's good. That's a lot of, that's a good communication.
Yes. And then throughout the day, the moon is going to meet up in opposition with Venus and Mars in Leo, and then a square with the North Node and Jupiter in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio.
Okay.
So that energy that we've kind of already been working with that fixed grand cross of like kind of like expanding, but also through like tension.
Right, right.
That challenge energy.
Yeah.
We get another chance. And that's the thing about the challenge is it's a chance to accept the challenge and level up.
Right, and that moon in Aquarius is going to bring in some of that Uranus, those Uranus vibes.
Yes.
You know, it's going to bring in some of that rebellion vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of that moving forward energy too. Yeah.
Yep.
So again, that kind of energy that might have felt like a little stuck before.
Right.
I think Aquarius is going to help move it forward.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
what I keep saying. I'm ready.
Yes.
Okay, so Thursday, the moon will still be in Aquarius.
Yes.
And is it going to be in Aquarius the whole day?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. What would you like to say about Thursday?
We've got, some more square action with the square to Uranus, Vesta, and Mercury. So again, hitting that Taurus energy, squaring up with that. Again, it's interesting because Uranus is in Taurus.
Yeah.
And that, of course, Uranus is like attached to Aquarius energy. So it's kind of like, we're really kind of shifting norms,
I would say
shifting old paradigms.
Shifting through the bullshit.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Shifting.
Yes.
Okay, so also on Thursday with the moon in Aquarius, it'll be sextiling Chiron and Aries. Chiron and Eris, who's in Aries.
Yes.
So that's going to have a good conversation through there. Once those things start to fall and you feel relieved, it's like, okay, let's keep moving forward. There's a billion different ways we can do this.
Yeah, clearing off the debris from old wounds.
Yeah.
Easily, just kind of wiping it away.
And then trining Juno and the sun, who is in Gemini. So Juno, as you say, is relationships.
Yes. And commitment. And to me, like, also with the sun, it's almost like committing to our authenticity.
Yep, I was going to say committing to something new that has to be here, and committing to new phases of relationships.
Yes,
and it could be anything relationship, right? Not necessarily romantic, but with yourself, with friends,
right?
With cohorts, colleagues, all those things. So Thursday seems very helpful.
Yes,
okay.
I think so too.
Friday, the moon in Aquarius will move into Pisces.
Yes.
Yay!
And then
so we're all going to cry.
Yeah, but actually not too much because I feel like there's that conjunction with Saturn, and we're gonna,
get more reality checks, like more grounding, but like a good reality check, you guys. Like I can't, like, don't you feel like the energy I feel around it is just like one of relief.
Yes.
Like that's coming to some realizations of like where we are in life, and like this is where we are, and we can do things that are helpful.
Yes, so we can do things.
That are more fun.
Yes, I agree with that, and especially because on that same day we've got Mercury forming a sextile with Neptune. So I think that's also a reality check.
Yeah.
Where it's like maybe some things that we were a little delusional about before, we're kind of seeing from like a more stable mindset. Because of course Mercury is going to still be in Taurus. So very fixed, stable mind. Looking at, maybe, again, the things that we were daydreaming about and go, okay, what do we need to continue with, or what do we maybe need to reality check on?
Right, and I agree with that wholeheartedly because, too, like, when we say, like, things that we were delusional about, but, like, maybe we couldn't really get a plan together.
Yes.
And now we can see, this is my dream. Oh, this is how I can make it happen because now I can get a freaking plan together.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Saturday, moon in Pisces.
Yes, and big story on that day is the square with the sun.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, which is going to be the last quarter moon.
Okay.
But at the same time, around the same time, square with Juno as well. So I feel like that, again, like adding this like almost like commitment challenge to like, are we really committing to, which again, square with the sun, last quarter moon.
Committing to our self-esteem, our how we show up in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last quarter moon, of course, is like the action, you know, to release things. So do we commit to releasing to what we need to release?
Right. Keep working with those manifestations, you guys. This is the week to do it.
Yes.
Okay, Sunday, Moon in Pisces will conjunct Neptune, sextile Pluto and Capricorn. So Pluto does make it back into Capricorn by the end of the week.
Yes, and
Okay.
that's actually the really interesting thing that happens on Sunday.
Okay.
Involves Mercury and Pluto.
Okay.
So Mercury is going to be at 29 degrees, 59 minutes.
That's what we talked about. Yeah,
Which is basically 29 degrees is the aneretic degree right before, you know,
That's
moving
the
into
last
a next
degree.
sign. And 59 minutes, you know, next would be like basically the next sign.
Right.
So the final degree, final minute of Taurus. So right before moving into Gemini, right?
Hits home place.
Yes.
One of its
And
homes.
then right before that, Pluto moves out of Aquarius, retrograde, back into Capricorn, and will trine with Mercury at 29 degrees, 59 minutes
Yeah.
of Capricorn.
Yeah, I see this again. It's just a new way of speaking about maybe something from the past.
Yes.
But committing, because you're committing to yourself now, it's a different story, so you can move forward with your life.
Yep.
And it's going to be easier.
And it's like as two planets are passing each other, you know, one moving forward, one moving back at the exact final degrees.
That's so cool.
But in a trine, which is a very harmonious flow.
Right.
Same, you know, that's going to be the same elements, the earth elements. So a grounded energy flowing easily, but basically coming to this like very, very tail end of something that we're like,
Thank
writing
you.
a
Yeah.
new narrative about.
Right. Thank you guys when they pass each other.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's like there's something significant about it being like at the very last degree and minute of these signs. It's like, all right, there's something really ending here.
Yeah, it's really happening this time.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys just keep releasing. That's the main
Yes.
thing. Venus and Leo will square Jupiter and Taurus.
Yes, which I think is great, you know, like expanding upon our self-worth,
Right.
And just the self-care of showing up for ourselves and having the faith in ourselves.
Right. There's a lot of, again, I keep saying fire, but with the sun, you know, in Gemini,
Yes.
this is a good week to really. And the thing is this, if you guys don't know what story you're releasing, just allow it to show itself.
Yeah.
You know, just make that intention. I'm releasing these old stories that no longer serve me. 9 times out of 10, you're going to know.
Right.
Because it's going to, let we say, trigger something.
Yeah, and there's absolutely something that we're releasing during this week because, you know, the moon is waning, so we're
Yeah.
always releasing things when the moon is waning. We also have that last quarter moon, which is about taking action on the things that we're releasing. And it's like all over, it's
I'm sorry if
just
you guys can
about
hear me drinking. I just realized.
changing, almost like shifting gears.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
There's definitely a lot of like shifting gears.
And allow this sun in Gemini, just because we're in Gemini season, to start bringing in these new options, these new storylines. Don't stick between 1 and 2. You know, this is how I was when I was in my 20s, so this
Yeah.
is how I got. No. There's
We're
way more
moving
options.
forward.
Yeah, way more options.
And I think that might be like that, like Mercury trine Pluto thing. It's just about like going, okay, not telling the old stories.
Not telling the old stories.
Time to realize that and move forward.
Exactly. Okay, you guys. Well, we're going to leave it there. Feel
Yes,
good?
I
feel
think
good.
it's great.
Okay. Of course, if you want to reach out to me or Helen, you can get in touch with us via Instagram, YouTube, or our websites, or you can always get Helen at Medusa's Lair here in New Orleans. If you have any questions, always don't hesitate, and feel free to leave comments. We usually get back to you ASAP.
Yep.
Okay, you guys, have a great week. Have a great first week of June. Keep grounding yourselves coming out of this full moon that we had in Sagittarius. Keep setting those intentions. The more you set those intentions, the more that helps that stuff release. And this is a good week for that, for sure.
Release, release, release.
Okay, you guys, we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.